Hello and welcome back. In this lecture we will talk about logic gates. So what is logic gate? A logic gate is an idealized or physical electronic device, implementing a Boolean function. Boolean function is a logical operation, performed on one or more binary inputs, that produces a single binary output. And that output could be 1 or 0. Where 1 represents true, and 0 represents false. Logic gates are primarily implemented using diodes or transistors, acting as electronic switches. Combining several logic gates, a circuit has made, called integrated circuit. This include devices such as multiplexers, registers, arithmetic logic unit, and computer memory, all the way through complete microprocessor, which may contain more than 100 million gates. There are three basic logic gates, namely, AND, OR, and NOT gate. Let's talk about AND gate. AND gate has two inputs and single output. It performs logical conjunction. In the truth table of AND gate, you can see, A and B are inputs, and F is our output. Where the output will be only true, if both the inputs are true. If any one of the input is false, the output will be false. Let's implement this gate on TinkerCAD. Create new circuit, and rename the file to logic gate, AND. As usual, search for breadboard and battery, and make the connections. Now search for your transistor. Drag and drop this NPN transistor. Also search for LED, switch, and resistor. Let's make the connections now. Place the resistor over here, right below the LED, and change the value to 500 ohms. Connect the other end of resistor to positive path. Connect the other end of LED to C pin of transistor, like this. And change the color to orange. To the base pin of transistor, we need a resistor. Copy and paste this resistor. Switch is at the right place, and on the same path. We need one more resistor, right over here. Press Ctrl V to paste again. And change the value of resistance to 10 kilo ohms. Connect the middle pin of switch to positive path. This is the same small circuit, which is used to trigger the transistor. We need one more circuit, along with the transistor. Simply copy and paste all the components. We have to connect E pin of this transistor to C pin of this transistor. Make the connection just like this, and change the color to orange. An E pin of this transistor will be connected to negative path. Now let's simulate the circuit, and verify whether our circuit is working perfectly according to the truth table or not. Here slide switches are two inputs, and LED is the output. If LED glows then it means it's true, and if it doesn't then it is false. Right now both of the inputs are 0, and output is also 0, means false. Now this time, first input is 0, and second input is 1, so let's slide this switch. Still the output is 0. Bring this switch to normal position. Now on the third condition, first input is 1, second input is 0, and our output is again 0. So far our circuit is working fine. Now the final test, where both the inputs are 1. And now our LED glows, which means it's true. And the circuit is working perfectly. The output will only be 1 or true, when both the inputs are true. Now let's see the exact working of the circuit. The current will flow through this wire, to the resistor, then to the LED, and then from the second pin of LED, to this wire into the transistor, and passing through this wire to this transistor, then to the negative path. But C and E pin will only get connected, when they receive positive power, from the base pin, which happens when we press the slide switch. Let's examine what is actually happening. When we slide this switch, the current will flow all the way to the LED, through this wire to the transistor and will pass to the next transistor, but here it can't move forward, just because of this switch. And now if we slide this switch too, then the circuit completes through this path, and the LED glows. That's all about AND gate. In the next lecture, we will talk about logic gate OR. See you in the next lecture.